Mute. Whoa, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. Let's get rid of that. We're in Los Gigantes. This is a beautiful day. In fact, it's a little bit cloudy, but it's still warm. It's about 26 degrees when I looked in the car before I got out. We're in the square in Los Gigantes. Over there is Highland Paddy's. We are in a bar, a pizzeria, tapas and meat restaurant called Buganvilla Plaza. And we've just got our beer, which is again the no alcohol with lemon dorada. It's quite nice actually. Christina has a wonderful fresh orange juice, dripping it all over the place because somebody didn't put a mat under it. Have we got another mat there? Can we just get one of these things here? There you go. That's perfect. So Christina's not dripping anymore. Say hello.
Hello.
This is your camera here, right here, look.
Hello.
Let's see how many people are online. 126 people online. Let's see who was first. I'm looking at live top chat, so I'm going to change that to live chat, which shows me everything. It goes faster, but it shows me everything. And it says on live chat at 17:52, Mary Towney 73 was the first one. Hi to both of you. Hope you're keeping well from a miserable, rainy UK. Ooh. Simon second, John Hensel's third, Honeybee Louise, Ian Wood, Bob Barras, Maureen Hopkins, Roger Channing. Hi, Roger. How's Christine? Neil Davidson. Keep up the good work. Blue Blood 58. Blue Blood 58. Thanks, Tim and Christina, for all the information. You're very welcome. Mark Campbell, Aaron's online. Hello, Aaron. I promised to give a shout out to Aaron Bloomberg, and because he did contribute to the channel a few weeks ago, I'm going to put him up in one of the videos. His name is going to be up in lights. I promised him. And Aaron, if you're watching, and I know you are, I hope you're okay with that. If I don't answer you on the text sometimes, it's because I'm doing something with Chris, but don't worry, I'll get back to you one of these days. Great. And Raimundo and Pat's online. Good evening, TNC, from a very wet St. Anne's. Well, there you go. Joe Madden, hi guys, from the dark, miserable Gateshead. Is it really miserable over there? I don't know. I don't know. Andrew Bayer, hi Tim and Christine from Birmingham. Steve Shrek 64, hi all. C Walker, hello C. It is now 6 o'clock. And I was right. Christina now turns into a pumpkin. That's the end of the show, folks. She's gone now she's gone. If you, I'm not opening the room today, so if you plan to come in the room today, I'm not opening it up. If you're disappointed, I'm sorry, but it's because we do have a live guest, which I'll introduce you in a minute. Sue Hewitt says hi. John Kerr's online. Hi, John. Look, you may find Jones says hi. Gordon Squires there. Deanne Parotta. Simon Ads. Leah's landed. Yeah, I think he landed at 5 to 6. I'm not picking him up. Gordon, OP booked for 2 weeks' time. Cool. Hope everything goes well. Ian Newbury, evening looks considerably better there than Leeds. It's chucking it down. Hi guys, hi Tim and Christina from Patrick and Maureen, David, Bobby, Carl, Simon, Sean, Roger, Yvonne, Sean again, David, hi guys, hi both, Pete, Jill, Brian, Robert, Leone, evening from, I've got to practice this one. Spichiency in the Netherlands. Aaron says he's fine. Sharon Clark, hi Tim and Christina. Big Blue, good evening. Claire Johnson says, good evening Tim and Christina. It looks so nice there. We are sitting in the dark and wet. What do you think about opening up an air corridor out of here and then putting us in lockdown? I'll talk about that in a minute. John Kerr, thank you very, very much for the donation. We do appreciate everything that we get, and it all plows back into the channel. And thank you very, very much for that. If anybody wants to join John and give us a donation on this channel, you just turn your phone sideways and press the little dollar sign there, and you can send that to Google. If you want to give us direct, you can go to our website, which is www.timothydowd.com, and press the sponsor button. We do appreciate all the help we can get here, and hope we're giving you good content and good value for money. So Bob Barra says, guess what? We're not coming again. One door opens, another slams in your face. I am so sorry, Bob. I've been in the Gigantes, saying in the blue in Tui Blue the last 2 years. Not managed this year. Favourite place. Hope Gary Richardson is still there. Honeybee Louise sends a load of pumpkins and laughing. I think you might have a little Bell's whiskey. Ah, Bell's whiskey. There we go. Graham Skillett, nice to see you both. Gordon Squire, Ali Bennett, Mark Murphy. Good evening. Where are you in the church? It's beautiful. Los Gigantes, for those of you who just joined us. Right in the middle of the village. Or is it a town? I don't know. Is it a town or a village? Los Gigantes. Must be a town, mustn't it?
Let's see.
I'll bring my football, says Alibaba. Jill Gardner, put the tree decorations up. Tree? Okay. And John Barrow, thank you very, very much for the donation there, John. And you always buy us a drink, and we thank you very, very much for it. It's a shame I'm not drinking alcohol at the moment. I'm going to save it all up and then have a blast at Christmas. How's that? Longsight Blues, hello Tim, Christina, we're due to go home on November 15th, but now staying until December. Much better and safer here. Sounds like the UK will be grim for the next few weeks. Longsight Blues, if you're here, don't see any point of going home to the UK in November, personally. But that's just me talking. I could be wrong. I'm going to swing the camera over to the front now and introduce you to our physical guest. Did I put it? I did put it in the thingy, didn't I? In the description. So if you know who's in the description. Okay, let's get this working now. Share this video with others. No, I want to see the live chat. There we go. Okay, last one. Mark Campbell, Leonid Lang. Can you say Spike City? Okay. Spike City. There you go. That's good. Pete Lawley for the third time this year cancelled. It's a shame. It is a total shame. I am really sorry, and I do feel it for you guys, because you're all sort of hecked up and you stay on the channel and you go, oh, we're going to be there soon, and then a door slams in your face. But I do have a way of thinking about it that might make you feel better. It also might not, but I got a way of thinking about it. Bobby Tabatsabara, retracted your message. If it was a question, just let me know. Pete Warden, Nina Bison, Nick Williamson, Mark Robert Murphy. It's a town. Thank you very much. Tim, your channel is good. Thank you very much, Bobby. Aaron Griffiths, hi guys. Hope both of you keeping well. Okay, Tim and Christina. And the last one, Scotsman in Tenerife, 4K subs. Nice one, Scotsman in Tenerife. Thank you very much for the review there. I didn't see it straight away, and Daniel actually saw it and sent me the link immediately, and I watched it, and I want to thank you very much. It was a great review. And I've looked at some of your other ones, and you're doing a great job. So welcome, colleague. And well, if anybody wants to go and give Scotsman in Tenerife some love, nip onto YouTube. I think it's called Scotsman in Tenerife. You can see it in the chat there. Click on his name and go and subscribe to him. Let's get his subscribes up. And don't forget to give this thing a thumbs up. So, I'll be promising you all the time that we're going to go and see somebody here. I'm going to pretend it's an interview now, so I'm going to go AB, 1, 2, and there he is. And this gentleman here is Kevin Conway, not the Kevin Conway. Well, he actually is the Kevin Conway, but not the singer. If there isn't a singer called Kevin Conway, there should be.
There should be, yeah. Not Kevin Costner.
Not Kevin Costner, okay. I'm going to put the microphone a bit over so we can hear him. I'm going to move my beer bottle so we can hear me. Kevin, welcome.
Thank you, Tim. It's a pleasure to meet you both.
Pleasure to meet you too. We met in a little alleyway just around the corner, yeah?
Yes, yeah.
And he went, oi, give us your
trying to
wallet.
escape, but I caught up with you.
You did, you did. We shot down this alleyway and he ran after us. No, we were trying to find the square. Eventually we had to turn around, didn't we? Because there was no way out.
Yeah.
There was no way out. So when did you arrive?
This afternoon.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, flight landed 12:30, so just about beat the lockdown back home. It was a planned flight. It was booked about 10 weeks ago. And just happy to be here, really. So Unfortunately, my wife got left behind because of the lockdown restrictions.
So she had other commitments and
she did,
couldn't come?
Yeah, so it's a little bit bittersweet.
What's her name again?
It's Sarah.
Sarah, if you're watching, you're probably not, but you might watch later. If you're watching, I'll look after him. I will look after him.
She knows I'm in good hands.
Yeah, in good hands. And how long are you staying for?
12 nights.
Oh, cool.
Yes. A few hotels for a few nights, and then I've got a few days on a motorbike booked, so I'm going to tour around the island if there's no restrictions.
There's no restrictions here apart
Looking
from the
forward
speed
to it.
limit?
Yeah, well, I'll be careful of those.
No, I wouldn't bother. I mean, the people who drive normally here are the ones that are liabilities.
Yeah, well,
You just look at what everybody else is doing and go with the flow. I think that's the good thing. Don't go in between cars. That's where they make the big mistake. Is when
there's not many straight roads. There's lots of twisters.
lots of twisters, yeah. But if you're on the motorway, that's the time when they go in between the cars. And I've seen a couple of near misses, and you don't want to be on that.
Yeah, well, I'm looking forward to it. That's next week, so that's something to look forward to.
Okay, cool. So you landed today, and
Yes.
then you got out and you thought, what am I going to do tonight? Looked in your phone.
I did.
And went.
And there was the mystery night in Los Gigantes.
And and you're just round the corner, you say?
I am indeed, yes.
Don't
yes.
tell him where you are, just
I
in
won't tell,
case.
yeah, okay.
But he's just round the corner, and he
is.
says, "Oh well, there you go. I've just arrived, and Tim's going to be just round the corner, so I'll go and see if I can meet him." And the place is small enough that he would find me
Yes.
anyway, wouldn't you?
Straight into it, yeah, without
Cool dude.
no planning.
Okay, so that was basically the interview.
Yes.
We'll come back to you in a minute, but I want to give the people an update on COVID, and then we're going to talk a little bit about the app that you have to download, because I've been getting questions about the track and trace app that's part of the deal. Even though you're probably not coming now because of the lockdown, it's still going to be a thing after the lockdown. So there we go. So I'm just going to check to make sure nobody's asked a question that I've missed. Oh, there we go. Oh, that died. No, it didn't. So where were we? John Barrow, have a drink on me. Thank you very much. Okay. Oh, and Derek Walker. Derek, thank you very, very much for the contribution. Everything helps, and we really do appreciate what you do for us. I mean, sometimes it's embarrassing, but I know that you guys give it with the right intent, and we accept it with the right intent, and it all gets ploughed back into the systems or Christina's habits. Oh no, the audiobooks. The audiobooks. Scotsman in Tenerife says, thanks Tim, you're very welcome. He's called Scotsman in Tenerife, and if you go to his page, don't forget to give him a like. See Tim on his way back, so the three amigos will be back again. Yeah, I don't know when we're going to get together yet. I talked to Andrew a couple of days ago. Lee obviously told me he's coming back today, but I don't know what his plans are for the week. He's going to go straight out doing stuff, and I'll just solo us there, so that Kevin doesn't have to keep a smile on his face. Christina does though, because you're in shots. I keep telling her, you know, don't go to the old.
Sometimes I drift off.
Especially when I'm talking.
Yeah.
You ought to talk more. Let's get the microphone back so you can talk more. Say hello to the people.
Okay, hello. And I'm sorry it's so rainy at your place. Those were the times when I still lived in Germany. In November, I always had a big depression. Always.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were in November. From September till Christmas, you were depressed, really. But November was the worst time.
November, because
We lived on the north banks of the Danube, and it was quite misty in the mornings there as well. So it was like,
really dark
Ugh.
all the time and wet.
uh-huh.
My dad's gonna have his 85th birthday next week.
He is 85, yeah.
85.
And he can say, I'm 85, you know. Well, he won't say that because he's watching things. Okay, Warwick Hunt. Oh, that's not nice, Warwick. Don't do that again, please. Sue Hewitt, Lee's just arrived. Yes, he has. Pippa Grindley, hi Tim and Christina. Pippa from I can't bloody read. Glasses. Worcester, not looking forward to lockdown Thursday. You know, the lockdown for us was quite okay, wasn't it? Because we spent a lot of time thinking about things, and I know that if you're losing money and you get worried about the future, then that is one thing. But you know,
For
put it this
me,
way.
it was the same as always.
Yeah, she's locked down anyway because she doesn't get out
Yeah.
until I kick her out. But put it this way, what I want you all to do, I want you all to learn Spanish in November, okay? So starting on Thursday, go to your favourite Spanish course. There's lots of free ones, Duolingo, and Spanish Dict is another one, like short for dictionary, Spanish Dict. And they got like online courses and stuff, but the best one hands down is a paid course, and I don't get paid to say this, is Spanish with Paul. It's the one I used, and that's the reason I recommend it. It's the $99 at half price special offer, but there's always a special offer. So go to SpanishWithPaul.com, take his 10 free lessons on YouTube first, see if you like his style, and then pay for the lessons and go from number 1 to number 9. And each of the levels has got about 10 to 15 things in it. And I'm not kidding you, you are speaking sentences after the 3rd lesson. And you're understanding it. It is fantastic. And you'd be amazed how much you already know. So let's...
And then move over.
And then move over here. Hi, Tim and Christina from New York City. Hi, Carla. Say, I saw your picture going boating on the in New York. That was pretty cool. On Instagram, that was. 3 Amigos live. When's Lee back? He's just actually landed now, Bob. James Merritt, hope you're flying with Ryanair because they're the only one flying next week. Are you flying with Ryanair?
EasyJet.
EasyJet. Oh, he's staying for the year. Staying all year. Good evening, says Lynn. Lee's just arrived. Hi, Tim from Pippa in Worcester. We've done that one. Congratulations on reading 4,000 subscribers. Well deserved. Hi to you, Will, says Anne Elton. Thank you very much. Yes, we did reach 4,000. So I think somebody... did somebody leave? I think it was 4,001, then it went to 399, but I'm still back to 4,000 now. Well, thank you very, very much there. We got 336 people, 342 people watching. If you'd like to give us a thumbs up, that would be great. Stefan Franks, hi Tim, Christina, hope to get there one day. If you start walking now, you might make it by Christmas. Paul Robbo says, when do you think we'll be able to have holidays in Tenerife? I was hoping to get out on the 5th of December for my 50th, but doubt it now. Okay, look, let's actually talk about that. Let me just see if there's any other big questions. Hope you're both well, says Sharon. Tina Rigby, hi Tina, thank you very much for supporting the channel again. We do appreciate it. Pippa, hola Christina. John Patton, hi Tim, just in from work. Hi John. Melvin Laycock, love where you are, not Gigantes. It's getting dark now, isn't it? Because we're in a square. Ian Newbury, Christina, you are dead right. Bad weather is depressing. There you go. Distraction, you say. Thumbs up, Tim, everyone. Thank you very much. Honeybee, taxi. Okay. Leave Warwick Hunt alone. He's got... if he does anything stupid, I'll just hide him. But if he feels like he needs to express himself like that, that's fine. That's that's basically his character, not ours. Don't worry about him. Hola, ¿qué tal? Muy bien, Bob Barrows. Yeah, Wendy and Kev, that's fine. We'll look after him. Pippa Grinley, buenas tardes. A great idea for learning Spanish. Oh, thank you very much. Linda Tyler, hi Tim and Christina, happy birthday to your dad next week. Does he live in Germany?
Yeah.
Well, he says he lives in Bavaria, right? Which is sort of part of Germany, but you know, it's like the Bavarians are like the Scots or the Irish, you know. They prefer to be their bit and not part of the Federation.
They are special in the bay.
They are special, yeah. Happy to see you both, says Carlos. The Map Man, hello. Heather McCarthy, wonderful couple. Thank you very much. I am very informative. I get all my information just before I give it to you, so I'm just reading and spouting it. I checked the Spanish with Paul's YouTube channel. It was very enjoyable and intend to purchase his course as Lieutenant Columbo's Class I. Mad. John Barros, thank you very, very much for the donation there. Just had a message from Lee. He asked me to say hi to you both. Cool dude. If you go talk back to him, I'm not opening the room today, so in case he wanted to pop in. And Jeanette Bingham says, for someone who has MS, she has a great sense of humour and such a lovely lady who has a lovely husband. Who's your lovely husband?
Definitely.
Hola, señora.
Thank you.
¿Puedo otra cerveza sin, por favor? Do you want another one? Y una jarra? And you're okay.
I'm okay.
Solo de dos cervezas, por favor. See, the thing is, you can order beers when you get here if you learn Spanish. So I said thank you to John. Bob learnt Spanish at school. Trouble is, it was 20 years ago. Yeah, où est la fenêtre? That's what I learned at school. I was in the French class, and I think that's it. Je m'appelle Tim, and où est la fenêtre? The Matman, thank you very much for the donation there, the Matman, and I will keep up the good work. Ryanair are going to carry on flying. Give Christina a kiss from me. Maureen Hopkinson. Thank you. And was due out on the 22nd of December for 2 weeks, but looks like it's unlikely. Okay, let's talk about that. There's two things that are happening, or there's three things that are happening, or have happened. Way back for 3 or 4 months ago, you couldn't fly here because FCO said we're not safe. And so we were really worried about that as the tourist industry. I say we, I'm not part of it, but as the islands were really worried that we were going to lose all our business and the people were going to go under. So they started working very hard to try and get the corridor open. And some of the things that were bandied about were, if we get a testing system in place where we can guarantee they're going to be tested coming in and even tested going out, if you want, then basically, is it okay to do a corridor? And I think that was the whole point of Germany and the UK opening the corridor, because the Canarian government were planning this testing thing. So obviously they opened the what's it called first, the corridor first before the testing came in, because it wasn't ready, because there was a lot of things you need to do. Muchas gracias, señora.
Salud, gracias.
Yeah, so basically, let me just say cheers. I'm going to do this. Combine. Kevin,
Your good health, sir.
your good health.
And
Christina, over the front. Gotcha.
cheers.
Cheers. Thank you very much for the beers.
Bottoms up.
So let me back again. What am I done? There we go. Back to us. Yeah, so basically that's what happened. So it all came in, but it came in ass backwards, as they say, or bass backwards. I shouldn't have said that. Demonetized. Donkey backwards. There you go. And anyway, so now people are saying, "Oh, the corridor, great," and then, "Oh, the testing, boo." But that was all part of the system. And so we got it all in, and people started saying, "Yeah, well, I can't come now because the tests are too expensive," and they are too expensive. I don't know why they're that expensive in the UK. They are as expensive here in certain places. I did look, but they are testing from about €35 up to about €135, depending on which test you want. Then they said, "Well, which test is it? And is it the antigen test? Is it the antibody test? Or is it the PCR test?" And I've been told it's antigen and PCR because that shows whether you're actually infected or not. And the antibody test is only a test to say that you've had it or you haven't. So that was basically it. So depending on where you go and what you do, how much it costs and how long it takes and all that rubbish and everything. And then some people said, "No, I'm going to bite the bullet and do it." And then some people have changed the dates because they want to get in before the testing starts, and which is, by the way, on Saturday the 14th. So if you're coming in up until the 13th of November, you don't have to show a certificate. Now, let's get this straight also. It's the certificate that's important, not whether you've had a test or not. If you have a test and don't have a certificate, you don't get in. So you have to make sure that after your test, you get a specific certificate which has your name, the name and address of the testing place, the result that it is negative, and the time and date of the test. Very important, those four things. Without that certificate, you're not going to be able to check into tourist accommodation. If you come into your own flat or you're staying with friends, then obviously you don't need the certificate because there's nobody there to take it, okay? They don't check at the airport, so you can walk through the airport as normal, but you do have to have the track and trace, fill in that track and trace thing, where you're staying, who you're staying with, where you're going to be. So that is actually going to catch out a few people that may have rented private villas that aren't 100% legal. So if you're putting the address in where you're going into this system and they say, well, just a minute, that's not a tourist let, then the people who own that might be, yeah, it depends how much time they got on their hands to follow people like that. So just be careful. And also, if you do stay in these non-ratified things, then the COVID insurance that's underwritten by AXA is also not valid. So that's another thing there. Tim just received a quote from the antigen test and the PCR test. They're both £180 each. Oh my God. So all of those people who are can't work at the moment, then I recommend you become a tester and you'll be a millionaire by the weekend. Hi Tim and all, thanks. YouTube has gone crazy. Only just recently received your notification of live. Better late than never, says the tree surgeon. You know, tree surgeon, all you got to do is remember Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 5:55. We're always here. If not 5:55, then 5:56.
I just remember to remind you of something.
Yes. What is it?
I forgot.
You forgot to remind me of something.
Yeah.
Okay. Talk about the track and trace. Thank you very much. Go on a piece of paper. What's it called? Mental note on a piece of paper. Just as you've caught, hi Tim. Okay, are you too many people about there in the church praying? Mark Robert Murphy, can you fly out if you want to? It's not the law. You know, I'm not sure whether it is the law or not. I think at the moment it's not past Parliament that you can't leave the country or international travel is banned. I don't know, but I'm sure if you go on the government website, then you'll find out. And if they're saying they recommend that you don't travel as long as the flights are on, then there's nothing to stop you getting off here, so we're not stopping you. So the Canary Islands are not stopping anybody arriving because we have protocols in place to make sure that you're safe. We take your temperature at the airport, you fill in your track and trace. After the 13th of November, you're going to have to come with a certificate if you're staying in a tourist accommodation. So it's really, really safe. We do have protocols here. All the tables are different, set apart, and there's less people here, so we're not in big crowds there. All the dancing and the discos are closed, so basically you just got to go and have a drink on the beach, walk along the beach. Wearing the mask is not a problem. In fact, it's second nature now. Just stick it on, and if you get out of breath or anything, just sit down. And you know, if there's nobody within 2 meters of you, there's nothing to stop you doing this. I mean, it's not the law, but if you feel like you can't wear the mask, take deep breaths, do a little bit of om, and then back in with the fray. In it, kid. In fact, Christina is exempt, but she wears them anyway.
Yep.
Okay, so that's to do with the holidaying. The Track and Trace app. Okay, part of the deal is you have to download, install, and use the COVID radar Track and Trace from Spain. And a lot of people are saying they're spying on you and all that stuff. Basically, I know how it works because I've been working in the business, in the computer business for 30 years. And I know how it works. And to explain it very, very simply, what the app does is it has its own little, what they call a token, which is like a secret number. And this phone is basically got a secret number, and only this phone knows what the secret number is. What then happens is when you're walking by somebody else's phone, they exchange numbers. So you will get the secret number of the phone. The reason it's a secret is because it's not connected to my data. It's only connected to the phone, the physical phone. So basically, you know, your phone has been with all these people, and it collects all the tokens of the other people. So your phone connects who it's seen based on this secret number. Does not translate to their name and address, doesn't translate to anything, email or anything. They just say this number has been within so many feet of you in the last X days. Then what happens is, if somebody gets COVID, they go into the app and they say, I got it. What then happens is their secret number is transmitted anonymously to a central database to say this secret number has COVID. And then it looks and sends a message down and says, if you have this number on your phone, you've been in contact with the guy who's got it. Okay? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? So basically, all they're saying is you're collecting a load of anonymous data, and then eventually, if one of those people that you've been in contact with in the last N days registers that they've got it, the system will tell you that somebody on your phone that you've been in contact with has got it, and you might want to get tested. That's all it does. Okay? And the reason you have to have it on your phone for 15 days afterwards is because when you leave, if you were next to somebody in the queue in the airport as you're getting on the plane, or if you're sat next to somebody on the plane and they then get home, develop COVID symptoms and register with the app saying I've got it, then you can be told. Obviously it does, what's the word? You do have to use the app. That means if you do get it, you've got to tell them. But that's about it. But it's a good idea. Anyway, so that's what it is. Big Brother isn't watching you. And for those people that will come back to me and sort of say, but you don't know everything, Tim, because there's a secret thing here and that Bill Gates is going to put something in the vaccine to, that's fine. That's fine. If you want to live in that world, that's fine. I don't live in that world. I live in the world with Dorada Sin. I'm not being paid to drink this. Actually, I am. Thank you very much, Bob. In fact, this one, I think I can tell. This one's being paid for by Kevin. And I think the one before as well. He's too good to me. He's too good to me. Okay, let's get him back online. Now, let's see if we've got a thing first. TUI and Holland are paying for the COVID tests. Link below direct for the UK government site. Hope it helps. I've missed a load here. So I'm going to go, okay, the Matman was the last one there. Flights are still going from Dublin with Ryanair. Someone has just messaged me. They will be checking tests at the airport from the 10th of November. You heard this? I have not heard that. And they don't test at the airport anyway, unless they're checking at your check-in, unless the UK's testing. Our airports here won't check for it. It's the check-in desk at the hotel that looks for the certificate. And the 10th of November isn't what the law states, which says it will come into... I think what it is that maybe they've said 10 working days, and they thought 10 days, so if it comes in on the 1st, it's the 10th. I think basically they're just guessing, because Janet Anscombe actually got the... Ding dong. Janet Anscombe. Okay, that's half past. Janet Anscombe actually got the information direct, and they said it was 10 working days, which brings us to Friday the 13th, and the day after that is when the thing comes into force. So I trust Janet, unless the information has changed. I trust Janet. Kevin, you are on the thing, just to let you know.
Okay.
Oh no, you're not. I'm way behind. Okay. I was watching myself here, and I should have been watching myself here. Oh, there you go. Anyway, so just received a quote from antigen test, £180. Have we done that one again? Hi guys, there are many people out about. Okay, we've done that. Not 100% law, people are saying. You're pretty damn good with your tech. Wish I was that slick with it, says Herb. Here's me making the mistake now of looking at the wrong monitor, and I'm way behind. Is the church where you done flyby so it looks peaceful there? Oh, I did do a flyby, but I didn't. Let me do that. Get a video, photo library, and there it is. It's downloaded from the cloud. It'll be here in a second. There you go. Done. Oh, this is going to be pretty loud, so if you've got earphones in, turn down slightly, and bang. Cool dude. That worked. Okay, let's go back to these. What you're doing a better job than the official site could ever do. all I'm trying to do is to put a little bit of humanity into it, and also my interpretations and Janet's interpretations take away all the legalese, but I'm hoping we're giving you great information. As I say, always check with the official versions, because we can get it wrong. In fact, we thought that maybe it was going to be children over 12 were going to be tested, and it was bandied around, and then on the day they put 6 in it. Personally, I think they made a mistake. I think they were planning on 12 and somebody wrote 6 because with the cut and paste, my personal view, but it is 6 until further notice. Tui in Holland are paying for the COVID test. Good for Holland. Oh, good for Tui. Kaylee McGrath, I realised, but from Ireland, starts herself. Okay, they're chatting amongst themselves. Overnight stays and holidays away from primary residences will not be allowed. This includes holidays abroad and in the UK. It also means you cannot stay in a second home. Ray, Davray, I know I read that, but some people have been interpreting it as it's not law yet. So until it actually goes through Parliament, they can't arrest you for doing that. It's a good idea not to travel around the country and spread the virus, but I don't think getting out of the country is going to be I don't think getting out of the country should be banned, really. I mean, unless you're North Korea or something like that. That's my personal opinion. So, do they provide phones if you don't have a smartphone? No, they don't. Leave the mask on, Tim. Better looking. Shout out from Waterford Island for Bernard Bible. There you go, Bernard Bible. Lee Grant, Hanukkah Matata, thank you very, very much. Honeybee Louise, let's get these thumbs up, guys. Lynn Bowman, so informative, brilliant, thank you very much. I think I might have made somebody an administrator by accident. Have you been doing half an hour or so Spanish tuition daily on Duo for the past year? Normally go to Mallorca, but plan to do Tenerife next year, all being well. N Shekel. When you get here, let me know. Cheers. Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
It's getting dark, isn't it?
It is.
I got a great camera though. It's got a load of this light. Can you see? You can see that, can you? That's great. So thank you very much, Lee. Hi Tim. Any chance you can do information video about the ways to move to Tenerife permanently? Yeah. What you do is you get on a plane and don't go back. Anything else you want to know? You basically have to have an income. If you move to Spain thinking you're going to make your fortune on the street, or you're going to get here and go to the job centre, that is just, or buy a bar and become a millionaire, I think that is something that will not happen. If you come with money behind you, you have to have at least a year's worth of money to make it viable. And I reckon you can get away with 1,500 a month euros if you're that includes a rent of around between 600 and 800. So I think you can get away with that. So if you say I'm going to sell everything that I've got and I'm going to move over until I retire, then that money has got to be 1,500 euros a month, plus you need about 26,000 behind you in the bank each to be able to get residency here as a non-European Union citizen. So that's the rules for third country citizenship or residency. Everybody's going to have 26 grand in the bank, plus you should be able to look after yourselves and not be a burden. The only thing is that if you're not retired here, you have to have private health insurance, which has to cover pre-existing conditions, which is very, very expensive, especially if you've got something like diabetes or something where you need ongoing care. Obviously, if your country like Christina gets a disablement allowance from pension from Germany, so they pay her medical. So if you can get something like that, that's great. In fact, we couldn't afford to live here if Germany didn't pay Christina a pension, because her pension pays the rent and the telephone and all the stuff, and all I've got to do is feed us. So that's her spaghetti hoops for tonight.
You have some moussaka left.
Moussaka we got left. Stu Moran, thank you very, very much for the donation there. Best wishes to you both. Very informative. You're very, very welcome. Everybody else is saying hi. Hit the like button, guys. Lovely seeing you there. Has any onesie? Have you got signal, Tim? Oh, did it die? It says I'm okay here. Hope you're okay. You have a radar app. If you have the radar app, does it mean people without smartphone can't come to Tenerife? No. I don't think it does. I think it just means that if you don't have a smartphone, you can't install it, and they can't make you buy a smartphone and install the app. So no, I don't think so. Your channel is so informative. Best one on YouTube channel out there. Keep up the great work. Thank you very much, Paul. Colin says, vote in Parliament on Wednesday when the new laws for lockdown will be passed. Yeah, I think that's it. Basically, you can get out now, but after Wednesday, they probably say that don't travel is going to be a law. And as soon as they do that, I think the airlines are going to stop flying anyway. But we'll see. The cost will put people off booking. Lisa Crane, you're right. I was talking to somebody the other day and they says, oh, the cost is prohibitive. I say, well, we'll just get more millionaires. But they didn't think that was funny, so I'm not going to say it. Hi, Tim and Christina from Lorraine. Mary, Tony, do we need to get tested in the UK before coming to Tenerife? That is the preferred method, is to get on the plane with a clear test. Obviously, if you can't do that, then you won't be able to check in. But they did say that if you do check in and you don't have a certificate, the hotel is duty bound by law to tell you where to get the certificate. And if you say, I will get one tomorrow, then they will allow you in overnight whilst you're waiting for your test, as long as you book the appointment there and then and you get the next test. But then you've got to isolate yourself in the hotel room with all the, you've got a balcony and room service, so it's not bad really. Until your test results come through, and I think they're saying the test results will be pretty quick, so don't worry about that. So if you can't, or if you say you're traveling on a Tuesday and you can't get tested on the Saturday, and then it's going to be here, blah blah, 72 hours and all that rubbish, then it's still worth coming, because there is protocols in place here for you to get a certificate whilst you're here. But the preferred method is get it before you come. We're gutted here, seeing the grandchildren 4 times since March. It's been hectic, rather than the grandchildren in Tenerife at the moment. Sorry, had to be said. We just need that break. Teresa, you're exactly right. You've really got to weigh up everything that's going on and make your decision yourself, because it's everybody's personal decision. And yeah, I just feel for you guys. I really do feel for you guys. Did the lights come on? Hey, we got the lights on now. Shine off the top of my head. I hope I'm not blinding anybody. Blinded by the light. Okay, Jill says all fine, no loss of signal. God, thank you. Hi, Tim and Christine. If you own your own property and have a mortgage and have no mortgage, how much approximately would you need to live on each month? It depends how many bottles of Carver you drink, I suppose. But you've got to think of local taxes, things like your basura, which is your rubbish bill, your water bill, electricity, stuff like that. I really don't know. I really don't know what the taxes are there, but I would work out, let's say, 500 a month for everything, and plus your food, so maybe $1,000. I don't know. And if you want to go out for restaurants and stuff, obviously it's more. We stay home 99% of the time, don't we? Sometimes we'll go out for dinner on a Friday night after we've done a live. I've already cooked today. We got the moussaka from yesterday, so we're just going to do some tomato mozzarella, aren't we? Maybe get some. What do we need? We need milk and stuff, don't we?
Parmesan.
And parmesan we need, yeah. I didn't have any parmesan yesterday. Could you get a chat with Janet Anscombe? Yeah, I was chatting to her. I haven't actually invited her to be on the show yet, because what I wanted to do was to make sure that things sort of settle down. The reason being is that a lot of people have got a lot of questions, especially for Janet, because she's got a finger on the pulse, and I don't want to put her on the spot. So I'd like to make sure that everything's sort of settled down and we know what the new normal is again, and then I'll bring her over for a cozy chat. So she might even come physically, but if not, we'll get her on some sort of on my room or something like that, or Skype or Zoom or something. Hi, Tim and Christina. Property no mortgage, you've done that one. Could you get a chat with done that one? Do you have track and trace? I do have track and trace on the phone. I had no idea how it works, so thanks for explaining it, Claire Johnson. There you go. Nick Wilkinson feels sorry for Andrew and Daniel. Hopes built up, customer, now the bad news. Those two guys, they really worked really hard getting people excited about coming over, and Andrew with his cars, and Daniel with his excursions, and they really just feel stabbed in the back by Germany and the UK. But as I say, each country has to look after themselves at the moment, and if they did work together as sort of one European Union, if you like, it would be better. But that's very hard. The thing is, everybody wants to be in charge. I've lived in lots of countries in the world, and the only difference really, the people are always the same. The only difference is the guy in charge and the amount of paperwork you need to fill in. That's the only difference.
And the weather.
And the weather. Brilliant challenge, Jim. Thank you, Chris. Got our test booked. Well done. Patrick McMillan, do you get tests in a pharmacy? I'm not sure, actually. I went online the other day and to find out, and I think Mapfre does it, which is an insurance company, and a couple of the private hospitals do it, but they're way expensive. Do you get tests in pharmacy? We don't know. What time is it there, Tim? It's the same time as the UK, actually. We're on UK time because we're a little bit west of European Union, so we're in what we call WET, W-E-T, which is Western European time, and the rest of the European Union is in Central European time, CET. So we're WET, they're SET. You're GMT, Greenwich Mean Time, because you're mean. Tree Surgeon, thank you very much for the donation there. We wish we were there with you, pair, maybe one day, because that area looks so beautiful. Bob and Angie. Tree Surgeon, thank you. Now I know you call Bob, and welcome Angie. And no, unless you're Angie, of course. We don't know which one you are. Bob and Angie. From now on, you'll be Bob and Angie, whoever you are, behind the keyboard. Hopefully be all right. Come on December the 12th, be able to fly then. Fingers crossed. Got them crossed. Just got an email from TUI cancelling the flight 1st of December. Oh no. They are now just refunding within 14 days rather than pushing you to change dates. Wow. Oh my gosh. Hi, my two lovebirds, says Giuliani Nendel. Do you know a Giuliani Nendel?
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Giuliani. You ready for Wednesday? Yes.
Hello.
Who's cooking? You cooked last time, didn't you? With some
Yeah.
potato. I've got to cook. Oh, we've already had the moussaka though. Let me know what you fancy. Andrew, okay, no, I missed it. Giuliani. Raimundo says Coral Hotels, Compostela Beach, Golf, and other Coral Hotels are offering free tests on arrival if you cannot get one before you fly. Good to know. Thank you, Raimundo. I will have to put you as my sidekick. Mark says, oh, would love to see a chat with Jeanette. Oh, Janet, sorry. My fault. Derek Manning, hi from Derek and Janet. It's excitement, right? Rumour has it that King McMaster is back tonight. Can't wait till his return. We love your vlogs too. Derek, he's just landed, I heard. So the island is shaking. Whole lot of shaking going on. Jeffrey Dedane, good evening. Just tuning in after watching the news. That's a very cosy square indeed. It is actually. I'm going to show you around in a minute anyway. Andrew Horseman, hi Tim, do you do a magic show in the Guillemard Princess Hotel a few years ago? I didn't actually. The only hotels I did were the Abama, which is up in Guilhazora, and there was one in Playa Paraíso I did. What's that one called? Bahia Principe. I did one there, and the rest were basically restaurants and bars. So the only hotels I've actually done are those two. Oh no, and the Pearly Grey in Kaya Savaki. It's a pity they haven't got down the same path as Greece. We've recently turned from roads and we were tested on the airport and landing. Very efficient, less than 30 seconds. Wow. Roger Channing says, feel sorry for Andrew and Daniel. Hope the YouTube channel helps them out for now. Boots, £120. Going to do a test. Tim, is Lee coming back early? Burner Bible, yes. Lee Shaw, good evening. Someone in. Hi, Lee.
Hey.
Care Studio, £120. Mark Wiltshire booked a car with Andrew on Friday for February. All being well, be there. Take care. Well done, Mark. John Sharp says, hi, following you from Windy Rain, Blackpool. Love your blogs. Keep them going. We hope you travel with Tenerife next year. Travel to Tenerife next year, okay. Marcus Blofeld, we would have been with you on Sunday. Unfortunately, Boris says no. Go on. Ignore Boris. Bring, what's his name with you? What's the guy that Dominic Cummings, yeah. Go on, just say you're with Dominic, or Bojo's dad, yeah. Just go with Bojo's dad. He's all over the place. Julie Poulter, Tim, you're looking good for your diet. Well done. Big hug for Christina. Okay, but there's a lot. Give us a bottle. Ski. Hi, I'm late today in Poland. Cheapest test cost €86. That's better than 120 from Boots, isn't it? Bobby Tatterball says, Tim, do you think we'll be okay coming next year, 2021? All will be okay by then. Love Tenerife. I think you will, as long as the tourist industry has survived the winter. I'm sure it'll be okay. Mark says, been years since we were around that square. Do try to go into the church. They won't allow me in. They won't allow me in, I'm afraid, because I'm a heathen. James Merritt says, hi Tim, would like to say thank you for the information you gave my wife yesterday. You're very welcome. Gentleman 4, hi, both from a very wet and windy Swansea. And Colin says, still got my fingers crossed for me Christmas Day flight. Me too. 2 fingers crossed, there you go. And Steve Godbold will be there by hook or by crook on the 8th of January. Steve City Ceilings. And the last one I'm going to read out before we go back to Kevin is, hi Tim, great channel, booked and coming out in March with friends. Surely the bars and clubs will be back in full force by then. And Bob says your daylight is disappearing fast. It is. Stephen Fagan says, hi Tim and Christina from Belfast. Now I've closed it. So if you comment after Belfast, I haven't read it now. I will read it later. We're 51 minutes in. We're just about to bring Kevin back online here to say goodbye. We're going to go combine. He's now online. He's on that side now. Sorry, that side. There you go.
If you played your cubic thing.
Have I played my COVID thing? I haven't played my COVID thing yet.
Report, yeah.
Oh, I've got to do the COVID report. And I pre-recorded it, so I'm going to do that right now. Today we have 5,791 active cases in the whole of the Canary Islands, where 180 people in hospital and 40 in intensive care. As you can see, the trend is still downwards, but it is slowing down a bit. If we move over now to Tenerife, we've got 3,458 cases, with 115 in hospital and only 25 in intensive care. Drilling down to the municipality level, Arona has 84 cases with 4 in hospital. And Adeje has gone over the 100 mark, unfortunately, with 96 people at home, 3 in hospital and 2 in intensive care. Okay, I think that was it. Let's do this. Okay, so I've pre-recorded that, so it's easier for me, and because I can't see, so I've got all the figures correct this time. Kevin was saying he didn't see it because it doesn't play here, because I got this stuff plugged in. Is the whole thing. Okay, so 53 minutes in. I think now we're going to say goodbye. Before we say goodbye, I'm just going to ask Kevin, did you enjoy the show?
Absolutely fantastic. It's great to see what you do. To see the magic happen live is fantastic.
And do I look slimmer in real life?
You do indeed. Can't believe it.
There you go. I'll pay you later. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for another Mystery Monday here in Los Gigantes in the square and Buganvilla Plaza, which is a pizzeria, tapas and carnes bar. And they've done a great job in serving us. They do have live music on a Sunday. And usually the terrace is full on a Sunday. They got live music here, so if you're around on a Sunday, come to Buganvilla Plaza right by the church in Los Gigantes and tell them Tim sent you from YouTube, and Tim and Christina obviously, and they'll say, who's he? It's getting dark here now, so all I've got to say is, Kevin,
cheers, thanks for having me.
You're very, very welcome.
Thank you.
This is Tim.
And Christina.
For Living with MS in Tenerife signing off. We'll see you all in the next one, Wednesday, Balcony Banter with Julian in Endel, where the topic is going to be how to deal with criticism. And on that note, we'll see you. Bye. Bye.
Bye.